Right, so I think this has become a yearly custom, I guess, that before the Aeropress Championship, you're gonna release those gold dusts a little bit so that people can like make the most of it. So Aeropress Championship, Indian Aeropress Championship is around the corner. It's already started actually, a couple of cities have been covered, but I think there are more 14 cities to go. So guys, this video is exactly for that. We've got some great pointers for you to separate your beverage from the others. Also refer to the earlier Aeropress videos that we have done. I think that's a summary of all the championships that we've done, all the videos that we've, all the tips that we had. So let me reintroduce myself. I am India's first Aeropress coffee champion, and I represent India at the World Championship back in 2017. And a new introduction is that I am India's 2022 Barista champion. So I am really happy and excited to represent India again at the World Championship in September. Coming back to the Aeropress Championship. So I'm gonna give you like 5 tips for this year, which will make sure that your coffee stands out, unless everybody has seen this video and everybody's applying the same thing. First point, every contestant will get a coffee bag. It's important for you guys to evaluate it. Now, I remember I keep telling you that cup the coffee. This time I want to tell you this thing, cup the coffee and also make an Aeropress out of it with a basic recipe. I'm not here to tell you the recipes, I'm not here to tell you the recipes and all that. But before the championship, make sure you cup it and you make an Aeropress out of it and taste it. Kind of understand where the coffee is, and now you tweak it around because you don't want an average tasting coffee. So make sure you evaluate. You also check out for defects. You check out for any uneven roasts, any uneven beans in that. At times there are a lot of roasters who on purpose for the Aeropress Championship give you a very, very difficult coffee, because what's the fun if everybody's having a good coffee and making a good beverage? The art lies when you get a bad coffee and you make a good cup out of it. So probably this year again we're gonna roast some coffees for the championship, and the coffee is not gonna be great at all, so people will be judging our roasting intelligence, but that's for the championship that we are judging you with that. So there will be a lot of uneven roast, there will be a lot of tipping, facing. Those beans you want to separate it out, right? There will be a lot of shells in that, a lot of uneven coffees. Remove that, hand sort it. Make sure you hand sort it. Also, I'll add one more point. Last year, an unfortunate incident happened. There was a certain group of people who were hand sorting the coffee, but also they were adding some coffee which they had got back from home. That's pretty cheap. So anyway, whatever. Now, second tip, buy a small UV light. Alright, UV light will help you separate the beans. So switch off the light, spread out your roasted beans, just take the UV light from top. You will find certain beans to be a little bit off. In green beans it's a better way, but in the roasted ones also you can figure it out. Point number 3, make sure you transition between a lot of different temperatures. Don't be ready with just one recipe for your championship, be ready with 2 or 3, because people start copying your recipe as you go ahead in the rounds. So make sure you have a differentiating recipe in the further rounds as well. So work on 3 recipes, don't confuse yourself. Make it 2 also. Try it with cold temperature, try it with like more higher temperature, try bypassing, try. So I won the championship when I had a coffee which was this dark. This dark, can you see, like shiny dark? It was that dark. So I used colder temperature, I used ice cube, I used iced water, so that the extraction of bitterness is not more. Use these kind of things. So make sure that you've got a couple of recipes ready, and you can tweak around on the time, right? Please don't be Naitik Shah. Naitik Shah would have been an easy winner last year. I think easily, right? Very easily, because he had the best freaking coffee, but he got disqualified because he served less than 150 ml. He served coffee which was less than 150. It was 142, 137, 137, 139 something. Don't be that person. The entire arena over here was really disappointed that day when everybody got to know that Naitik got disqualified because of this reason, and his coffee tasted really good. Naitik Shah, you're famous now. Alright, now try to hide your recipe, guys. Right? I don't usually give these tips, but I would recommend try to hide your recipe, because at times people will start, people do start copying, alright? So when you're practicing, Just make sure you only know what your recipe is, alright? If you've got friends around, if you want to share around, that's your call. I'm not forbidding you or something, but I have seen last year what happened was there was somebody. Who was that? Yeah, there were two people, Hyderabad, who making the coffee. One person was making the coffee. Other girl came in. She saw the recipe. She was like, okay, it tasted good and all. She copied the same recipe. She won. This guy did not. So that's a burn. That's a burn. There'll be a lot of different water options that we'll be getting this year. You can make your own water. You can get your own water. Make sure if you're using the venue water at the venue, make sure you're carrying a small TDS meter. That will just give you a ballpark figure where the coffee is, where the water is, what is the entire TDS of the water. According to that, you can tweak your recipe. So try to do that. And one tip, try this out. Try to use two paper filters and see the difference in your cup. Right? It will be a little bit bolder, but a little lighter body. That is an unusual cup. That is one thing that does make a lot of difference. Try it out. Anyway, so these were all my tips. All the best. May the best one win and good representation for India at the Aeropress Championship. So cheers. And yeah, if anybody wins after this, put in the comment section below. Cheers guys. Bye.